Thanks for listening to WVMC FM, Total Praise for all of North Central Ohio. I am Scott Saunders here with Effie James, and Effie is media coordinator, let's call it that, for Latter Rain Church. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Scott. I appreciate it.
You all have been doing something really, really cool at Latter Rain, and it all started when you went to write an Easter skit. All right, so tell me what happened to the Easter skit and how it became the play.
Well, I had saw, and one of the other guys in the church and I were talking, and we said, we want to do something nice for Easter. It's been a while since we had a good play during our Easter program at church. So he said, well, look, I'll write some music, you write a play. And I had a little bit, I had a journalism background from college. So I said, sure, I'll do it. And I started to write this Easter skit that just grew and grew. And next thing I know, I had been writing for a few months, and it got big. And it turned into, it went from a skit to an all-out production, really. So, God really blessed my hand to write it, because I certainly couldn't come up with something that elaborate on my own.
And this is, how many people are involved in this, did you say?
Right now, like I was telling you before, we started out with maybe 7 or 8 people. By the time we got to performance night, we had 31 people in the entire production with support people, and we ended up getting lighting people and sound people. And, like I said, it was just a blessing. It ended up being a blessed event that started small, but ended up being very, very big, actually.
Effie James from Latter Rain Church is with me today on WVMC, and the play we're talking about is called Lord, Can You Hear Me? So what is the play about in 500 words or less?
Well, the play is about 2 sisters, and these sisters were raised in church, and the play is a little bit about how they grow up and their experiences in life kind of take them in different directions. And the play kind of chronicles those directions, and they're really challenged by what happens in their life as compared to what they were taught in church. So those challenges we kind of chronicle or document in the play, and it's a really solid message. And the first time we've done it, we're really blessed by it.
Now, how many times have you done this already?
Well, actually, we've only done it one other time, and we've done it at our church, at Latter Rain Church. Like I told you before, it wasn't meant to be that big, but our church holds about 350 or so, and on performance night, we had to put chairs in the aisles and chairs in the back. It was absolutely no room left in the church, so it was very well attended, and the feedback was so great that, we almost were demanded to do an encore performance, so that's what we're doing.
And you have moved that encore performance to a much bigger venue.
We have, and again, we have been blessed again to be able to secure a larger venue, Mansfield Senior High School's auditorium, open their arms to this production, and really been great in allowing us to do it there.
So when is the encore performance of Lord, Can You Hear Me?
The encore performance is going to be Saturday, July 23rd at 5 p.m. at the Mansfield Senior High School auditorium. The parking will be in the back student parking lot, and that is where the entrances will take place. So there'll be no entrance from the front of the school. It'll be all in the back where you come in for the basketball games and whatnot.
And is there an admission price for the play?
Yes, the admission is $5 at the door. There is no pre-sale tickets or anything. It's just $5 admission at the door.
And if folks want to find out some more about it, what can they do?
They can look on our events page on Facebook. It's entitled Lord, Can You Hear Me? And we've got some great pictures, promo video, and some rehearsal pictures, and a lot of some staff, some cast bios and things like that on the page. It's really interesting.
Well, that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, now once again, Effie, when's the play again?
The play is Saturday, July 23rd at 5 p.m. at Mansfield Senior High School's auditorium.
And Latter Rain Church is where?
Latter Rain Church is on Glessner Avenue. We always like to call it's the church next to the Dairy Queen. And that's the way people always automatically find it. And our pastor is Pastor Lewis Blevins, and Pastor Blevins and Lady Sharon Blevins have done a great job in supporting me in this project and all of our members that are involved in the project.
And if folks want to find out more about Latter Rain, how can they do that?
Actually, it's an email address, latterrainchurch16@gmail.com. And our website is actually in the building stages right now.
Okay. Right.
But we also have a Facebook page at latterrainchurchofgodinChrist.com.
Very good. Effie James, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Scott, for having me. I really appreciate it.